Hello. It's afternoon. I'm going to sit with that for a minute. Okay, I'm good. I'm done sitting with it. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the final part of Neva's 24-hour sprint. What are we doing? What are we reading? How has your 24 hours been going for those of you that have been with us for a while? Let me know. I have a confession. I may have stayed up way too late. I was going to do like 5 more minutes of Baldur's Gate. I was going to finish the encounter that I was doing when I logged off last night. And then it was 3 a.m. So, oh no! I'm so sorry, Tennille. That scared me. The computer suddenly started talking. I've had that happen before. I have had that happen. Thank you for having it open and waiting. Hello, Ro. How are you today? Welcome. Anyways, yes. So what are we working on this afternoon? I am going to actually read a book because I want to finish Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands before the end of the day. So, before the end of the month, but before the end of the day, because the day is the last of the month. I don't know where I am in this book because I'm 76% in. But page-wise, I have no idea what that is because I was reading the ebook and then I bought the entire series. Has anyone else done that thing where you just sit down, you sit down to read a book and you're like, I don't know, probably halfway through and you go, this is going to be my new favorite thing. Because that trying to get chores done, so I'm ready for the amazing readathon tomorrow. I finished on my ongoing books. Very good, very nice. Not bad. Typo. Oh. I'm not sure where the typo was, but that's... Did I just not read? Is that what's going on? Danielle, I see no typos. It is. Come back. Stop being a... Thank you. My computer's being... It is really a lot of fun. I can understand why it's not for everyone because of the way that this is written, because it's written in the epistolary format, because it's written as for journals, it's very voicey. And I know that voicey narrators do not always work for everyone. There's, I know some people because the voice might not work for you, or some people want a little bit more separation from the main character in the story, things like that. I happen to really like voicey narrators and voicey books, so I really enjoyed this. It is very fun. She's so autistic coded. I don't know if that was the intent on Heather Fawcett's stuff, but she is very autistic coded. It is so funny with her, and it's so good. And I love the romance. I absolutely adore the romance. It's just kind of my kind of romance. And again, if people don't like it, they're not like that kind of romance, they're not going to like the book. But I'm having a blast with this book. And it has been a really long time because I feel like you guys will relate to this, or at least some of the people in the audience will relate to this, that you'll finish the first book and then there are so many books you want to read. You don't usually jump right into book 2, whether it's because you need a break from the world or just because there was something else that needed your time and attention. Hello, Morgane. Welcome. I have laundry, but I'm hoping to finish a book today. That makes 2 of us. And hello, Sherry. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Sunny. Welcome. Already in bed and about to read some Chicken Sisters, my current bed book. Very nice. But anyways, it's been I don't remember the last time that I read book 1 and immediately jumped into book 2. I will look that up for you because now or for me at least, now it's going to bother me. So if you guys want to know that information, you can know that information as well. But anyways, so that's what's going on. Threw away all of my reading plans for this book, and now I am going to try and finish it by the end of the day. I am so close. This is a book I could have read in a single day. It's not that many pages. If I finish this before the end of sprints, I will then do chores and things and other stuff that I've been wanting to do because I have Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesday, so I have session prep and all of that stuff. So, hello, Ashley. Welcome. What are you working on today? How is your day going? I hope you're having a good Saturday. Thank you so much for joining. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to get the timer set up really quickly while y'all tell me what you are up to. Glinda, welcome, welcome. Hello. If it's less than, Tennille, let's talk about the momentum that I had going into this book. I'm very well aware that I could carry it on over, but I don't like, here's the thing about me and that rule. I don't personally like counting less than half than the full book. So I usually will just be like, it's unless I'm like right at the beginning where I can restart it in June. I just am like, I'll read other books. But no, I am 76% of the way through. I sat down and I spent a day and all I did was read this book. Really great for my mental health. Terrible for my ability to be productive. Because I think at that point it was 3 days in a row of me doing nothing but reading, because I'd done the same thing with the first book with Emily Wilde, with the Encyclopedia of Fairies. Okay, I'm doing some laundry and reading Magic Lies and Deadly Pies. I need to read that. I really do need to read that. Anyways, let's go ahead. Very nice. But yeah, I haven't even, this is bad, Tennille, I haven't even sat down and figured out what books. I think we're very much going to be going in as a mood reader this year. And I'm just going, I'm going to make the most ridiculous long TBR that's just going to be, here are some books that I'm kind of in the mood to read. Maybe they get read. It is what it is. So anyways, I have to go look at the book club books and all of that stuff too, because I want to read book club books this month. So anyways, okay, I think Neva will be back. She had to take care of some stuff with Ari, but she'll be back once all of that is taken care of. I am a mood reader, but Libby dictates, so I'm allowed to have it at a certain time. Yes. And I haven't been doing so great with audiobooks. Like, I've been in this mood where, and this doesn't happen often, but all I wanted to do was read physically. So I haven't been like, or maybe it's more that like when I have time to listen, what I've wanted to listen to have not been audiobooks. It's been like YouTube videos or podcasts. Or speaking of, oh my God, there's a podcast that I'm listening to. This is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. The cliffhangers that they keep leaving episodes on should be illegal when your podcast only releases twice a month. Just saying. Like ending at the end of a chapter and then you have to wait 2 weeks for the next chapter. My fanfic girlies can relate to that one. But anyways, Neva will be back at some point today. Not sure. Are we the same person? I normally do so many audiobooks and so many. I don't know. Like, I sat down and I was like, I want to make time for physically reading. And then I've just been so obsessed with all of my physical reading books. And I've been like, I don't want to read anything else. This is all I want to read. And I can't be reading these at all times. And they're physical books. So anyways, but yeah, I definitely will go through phases. Like, I used to read so many audiobooks and then I discovered podcasts. But anyways, for those of you here, let me tell you what this book is about. I think most of you probably know what this is about, but it's a kind of like historical fiction set in Victorian era where we have a professor that she is, actually no, it might be set more 1920s. I think they actually give you the date. Anyways, we live in 1910. There we go. That's Edwardian. 1910, and we live in a world where fairies are real. They're such pretty covers. I love the pastel Barnes and Noble ones as well. I actually might like those better. But as far as like vibes of the book go, these covers fit the vibes way better than that, because this is not, people will say that this is cozy fantasy. The stakes are too high. There is too much maiming that happens in these books for it to be cozy fantasy. So far, we haven't had any eye things. So that's good. But anyways, we're following a professor that is in the first book, trying to put together an encyclopedia of fairies, and she's gone off somewhere up in like Scandinavia, somewhere where it's very cold and very remote, because she's researching, like doing her final entry for this encyclopedia that she has. And no one's really ever done research up there. And so she ends up going up there, and then one of her colleagues follows her, and yeah, things go from there. But shall we do our first sprint? What do y'all think? I think we should. I think we're going to go for an hour. She says, like, she doesn't know exactly what we're going to do because she's already set it up. I think we're going to go for an hour. Who is going to stop me if we go for an hour? No one can stop me. Too much power. Okay, anyways, we really are. Yes, let's sprint. I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. See you in an hour. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see. How did everyone do? Give me a moment. I need to put numbers in the computer so it can do math. I worked on food. Decided to start making myself a little snacky snack type thing that I'm making pasta salad. You're so dusty, but oh well. I am making pasta salad, and I went ahead and made that for myself in that sprint. And also I read 10 pages. So I am at 272 out of 339. I should probably edit that in my book because they have it as 370 pages, and that is incorrect. So how did everyone else do? We had some friends join us. Hello. Hold on. You guys are typing in so fast. Awesome. Christina is here, and Christina has a very timely reminder. Hydrate, feed yourself, check your laundry, do your laundry, take a med. I did take my meds this morning. Stretch and so show some love to the like button. Yes, do please show that love to the like button. It tells YouTube that you like me. And that means that I can make more videos. Hey, Kendra, I've been at the splash pad with the kiddos. It's a hot one today. I don't doubt it. I haven't been outside yet today. We've gotten to the point in the year that if I don't have to go outside, I don't go outside. At least not between the hours of like 10 a.m. and like 5 o'clock usually. So Danielle says I got some groceries and I'm now planning to move some furniture so I can set up my fat little portable AC. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 25 pages. It's now 10:16 p.m. So I think it's time for bed. Good night, Sunny. Have a good night. We have Glenda saying hello. It took me a minute to get oriented in this book because it had been a hot second since I picked it up, but I have figured it out and gotten oriented. We are doing a little bit of a reversal of the roles from last time, which I think is clever. I would have preferred it if you know what I'm talking about when we talk about reversal of roles, I think I would have preferred it the other way around. Just personally, I feel like it's a better vibe, but I also understand, like, I liked the plot and I didn't have any complaints about it in the last book. So anyways, I am having fun. We're looking for a cat right now, which, I mean, many a person has gone on that quest. So let me go ahead. How is anybody else want to chime in with what y'all have been doing? With how long have any of you been here with us since last night? Or is this your first time joining in for the day? That is on the other side of me. I see things in the computer, like in the monitor. I'm like, this is bothering me. I need to fix it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, it's on the wrong side, or I'm going for the wrong side. So I think, let's see. I want to say I could probably have this finished in like, because I have less than 100 pages. I could probably have this finished in like an hour if I really, really was diligent and worked at it. I do want to eat though, so I don't know how much I will. Because let's see. So this says that I should have it finished in 51 minutes and 28 seconds. Okay. Cool. And I need to charge my phone apparently because we're starting to get below 50%. All right. Okay. So I think let me go and reset the timer. Great. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop the timer back up because I am very hungry. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever you're doing right now. Hello, Kale. How are you today? How is your day going? How did we all do? Give me just a second. I didn't read for very long. I got distracted trying to figure out how I wanted to organize my new Taylor Swift playlist. So, and I have come to the decision. Hold on, what page did I finish? I finished on page 277. We read a grand total of 5 pages that time. Anyways, I was working on it and then I forgot that like we have Love Her Life from Paris and like her tour stuff, and so now I have to go and redo everything. But before that happens, we have Neva. Hello.
Hello.
How is Lake Kiddo?
She's fine. It is definitely like conjunctivitis. Like I thought it was pink eye, but it's definitely conjunctivitis, but it's from allergies, so there's not really anything they can do. Like she should like Zyrtec, but she was complaining that her eye was super itchy, and then like this morning it was super bloodshot, and I was like,
"Yep,
the worst thing that happens is that they tell me it's not pink eye, but like I'm not going to determine that for myself."
Yeah.
So yeah,
she'll get a feel for it and for the triggers that mean she's gonna wake up like that and all of that fun stuff at some point.
Yeah. Well, and her allergies And her allergies are a bit different, like since we've moved like to Iowa. Because she's always had allergies, but they manifested differently like when we lived in Florida than they did when we lived in Indiana, and so far and so forth. So this is really like the first
allergy season,
right, where we've been here for all of allergy season, and so I think it's just about learning what triggers her allergies, which like is fine. I just wasn't going to take any chances, especially since she's supposed to be starting vocational Bible school on Monday, and I didn't or vacation.
You wanted her on antibiotics before then, if that was the case.
And I was like, okay, well, the antibiotic needs to be like, if you need an antibiotic, it has to be in your system for 24 hours before I send you to go play with other children.
Yep.
But since it's not contagious, like it's fine. I did actually read at the doctor's office because I took my Kindle with me, because why would I not, you know? Tears were shed in the doctor's office. Like I was sitting in the waiting room and I was like, oh, this will be fine. Like nothing. I mean, things have happened that made me believe that I was going to like cry or whatever, but I hadn't actually cried yet. And then something happened and it made me cry. And so my brother was like, is it your allergies? Because like we all have colds right now. And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, your book. So
the book is so good.
I did make it to page 2. Not yet. I'll let you call him a little bit. Go. I made it to page 288. So I'm at the top of chapter 46. So I should still be able to finish this.
At the doctor, my tummy was rumbling, and I have some of my skinny snacks.
Fine. But Braden's making dinner, so. I should finish this today because I only have about 3 hours left of this book.
Yeah.
So if I don't finish this by the end of the night, like what have I been doing? You know what I mean?
What have you been doing?
So that'll be Bloodguard will be my last book of May.
Huzzah! Good for you.
Back.
Okay, go say hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Just got back from the doctor.
Yeah, I heard. Good for you. I am loving this, by the way, Neva. Have you read this yet?
No, I have the first one. No, I have not. It's on my TBR card. I do have it. I, in fact, have 2 editions of the first one. We're not going to talk about that.
But I remember that you read it at Indiana.
No, I bought it in Indiana.
I thought you read it because you opened
God, I wish buying books was synonymous with reading them. That would be so nice.
No, so I bought the Barnes & Noble special edition because it's 50% off.
And then you opened it.
I did open it, but I did not read it.
I thought you read it because you opened it.
Unfortunately, no.
You open it and then put your eyes like.
Unfortunately, opening a book does not equate to reading it. Okay, go eat that. Go.
School would be so much easier if that were the case.
I have.
Is her name
No, that's Margaret.
Oh, I love you, Margaret.
Hey, Ari, love you too.
I have the first one and the second one both, and I actually have a Barnes and Noble like special edition that has the speckled edges, like it kind of looks
Speckled edges.
like a journal. And then I have the first and second one both in the hardcover, like what you have.
Yeah, I got them in the hardcover because I think, like, I was looking at the hardcovers and they just fit the vibe of the book. Like, aesthetically, I like the Barnes and Noble special editions better. Like, because the color scheme and all of that, aesthetically, I like those better. But book-wise, this fits better.
I don't know if I can get the second one still in the Barnes and Noble special edition.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they
should be able to order it on. You can order it online.
Okay, I'm gonna look because I don't know if I can still order it, but I do have the first one because I happened to go into Barnes and Noble, and it was on the like buy one get. It was part of buy one get one 50% off. So I grabbed that one and I grabbed this one.
Nice.
A Natural History of Dragons. I grabbed both of these at the same time.
That's cool.
Because I wanted to be in my cozy fantasy era and then never read them. It's fine.
Bro, this is not cozy fantasy. They are not like, I mean, it's a little bit slower paced, but they are not cozy. There is too much maiming in the books for them to be cozy fantasy.
I mean, they can cosplay as cozy fantasy. It's fine.
So, like, I thought that we were going to get good cozy fantasy, and then someone got a finger cut off in the first book.
Good grief.
About this scar I got
when
we lived in Florida a long time ago when I was like 4.
What about it?
Will this ever go away?
No.
I need to read that one, Tennille.
Either when I'm an adult.
Probably. Go. Eat your snack.
Yeah, no, cozy has to do with the stakes. I need to read Legends and Lattes because I've heard that one is a true cozy fantasy. And then, like, because I was talking with someone.
There's literally no stakes to Legends and Lattes.
I was talking with my friend Punky Broomster, who is on TikTok, and we were talking about the fact that, come on, you motherfucker, thank you. We were talking about Emily Wilde, and they read a lot of cozy fantasy. And they agree. They're like, yeah, Emily Wilde isn't cozy fantasy. There's a lot of stuff that is sold as cozy fantasy because it is a popular genre, but it is not cozy fantasy because when you look at the stakes, there are higher stakes. So, anyways, like, I don't know, getting kidnapped is kind of high stakes.
Right.
I don't like we're dealing with the wrong kind of fairies in this series for this to be a low stakes series. So anyways, I think that might be a video eventually someday, right? So I do want to read A Natural History of Dragons. I have heard so many good things about it. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet.
Well, let me know when you get to it if you want to buddy read it because we could buddy read it.
Beautiful. Ghost on the stairs with that. Oh no. Tennille also said furniture moved, horrible yellow shag carpet vacuumed, and the next one, hoping to get the portable AC set up in the bedroom. Get that set up for you. And then let's see. Christina says got the bed made finally, got dressed, got laundry started, and doing some admin. Very nice. And the stream was not live, so missed the chatty bit. I've had that happen so many times. So, anyways.
I always wait a couple minutes after it says that it's been live. Like, I wait until I actually get a notification saying it's live because sometimes if you click on it and, like, your YouTube has not registered that it's live, it will show that it's not, even if it's been a few minutes. Like, it should be live.
That makes sense. I've had that happen before. Definitely had that happen before. Anyways. I would love, actually, guys, cozy fantasy recommendations if you want to give me some proper cozy fantasy recs. Because, again, like I said, I feel like there's a video project that's going to be happening here. And I feel like we're going to see some change in my channel and the content that comes out on my channel, like what I focus on for books. And I'm just hoping that people stick around and like what I am interested in.
To be honest, my channel has also taken a shift in the things I want to actually record. Yeah. I mean, we're still going to be reading books, okay?
Obviously, yes.
I'm adding some things in like planning content and stuff like that, just because it's content that I'm not filming it, but like, this is going to sound crazy to anyone who doesn't make content, but do you ever have like times where you're doing something that you would make into content, and so you sort of like talk to yourself as you do the thing like you are filming it?
I did that before I was making content.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was also doing this before I made content, which made me think that, oh, maybe
when I worked at the chicken place, I would drive people crazy because I would to make sure I stayed on track. Like I would repeat what was on people's orders as I bagged it.
Oh,
and they'd be like,
I used to
medium fries? No, I don't need. They're like, there's medium fries right there. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I didn't say. Don't worry, I didn't say your name. I'm just making sure I have everything in the bag.
Yes, I did. I do this too.
Listen, I very rarely had customers come back and tell me that I missed food in their bags. So
same. If I was the one in charge of bagging things, it was very rare for that as well. But yeah, I've caught myself like doing planner content and talking to myself as I'm doing it, like I'm filming. And right now my camera just kind of sits in its spot in like where I film. It just sits there. Yeah. So even though it's not filming, and I know it's not filming because I don't have the viewfinder out, I will talk to myself like I am filming the content. So I was like, okay, well, some people, mostly Brittany, but some people have asked for planner content. So I was like, so you might as well just film the planner content. Because I do enjoy filming it, but I don't enjoy being on Planner Tube. I hope that makes sense. So like, I'm still going to talk about like books and stuff. We're just going to add some things.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just feel like it's, where I'm going to kind of start going to more of a project focus, because that's just what I want to do right now. Like
that's what I'm
down and making talking head videos and recommending. Like I know I've done a lot of like recommendation videos and stuff, but that's because it's part of projects that I want to be I want to do things for. So it's going to be interesting to see if anything shifts or how things shift when I start actually like putting together some of these videos. Well, so, like I want to do more videos that are like the Bridgerton videos and stuff.
Right. Like for me, the planner focused ones also, I give myself more grace with them.
Yeah.
As far as like how often they have to go up, because that's why I started doing the like the cozy or the coffee and book chats. Is because those something can go in that spot every week on Tuesday. Even if that means that like I have more sit down videos that have been filmed, like I can throw those up or whatever. Probably what's going to go in that place for June are my tar weekly vlogs. But that spot can easily be filled, and then at least I have one video a week that's going up.
Yeah.
And I've told myself, like, if you have one consistent video a week going up, and then like on a consistent upload day, and then a sprint once a week, that keeps like the algorithm happy enough, and then the projects can go up when the projects get done.
Yep. Fuck, what did I just do? I just screwed up my stitching. All right. So shall we go into another sprint? I think I'm going to try and finish this stupid book this sprint, because I keep getting distracted by things. I need to not get distracted by things. So close to the end of this book.
Yeah, I don't think I'll finish in this sprint, but I am going to try to make a dent.
All right, let's make a dent in our books then. Let me pop us back up over here, and we will go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I have math. 16 pages left. I don't know why I did an hour sprint, considering that we have 25 minutes. We'll talk for that long. Anyways, yeah, I have 16 pages left. This will be done by the end of the evening. So.
Yes, mine will also be done by the end of the evening. I did set up my since we got our first thing. Go check the Discord, people, if you're doing Amazing Readathon. I grabbed the graphic for that so I could set it up before tomorrow.
Nice. That was 45 pages, by the way.
And then I updated my weekly spread in my I did read a little bit. I read like a couple chapters, but I'll finish it tonight. There's only like 3 hours left. So
nice. Nice.
Honestly, probably once we get off here, I'll go lay down for a little while until dinner. I'll read while I'm laying down because Ari went to play with her friend for a little bit. So
yeah.
I have a little bit of time to like just like lay down and read. But I also updated my weekly spread because I'm going to start because my journal, there will be a whole flip through, but my TBR is not going up until tomorrow. I just don't have the energy to make the thumbnail right now.
Yeah, so my TBR hasn't been filmed yet. I think it's going to get filmed tomorrow.
Yeah, I filmed it and like all the everything, it's all edited. Everything is in there. Because I actually film my spins ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like usually like 2 weeks ahead of time. And then the week that I want to upload the actual video, I film like the actual like talking parts of my TBR. Yeah. But my new digital reading journal has weekly spreads in it because I do the weekly recap thingies, the book and coffee chats. So this allows me a space to keep track of the pages that I read every day.
Yeah.
That I can like look like reference while I'm filming. So I just have to fill out the weekly wrap up for like pages read and all that. I didn't listen to anything this week. There was really no audiobooking done, but that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. So anyways, yeah, it's the one thing I will say is I do feel like her endings are a little anticlimactic. Does that make sense? Or at least this ending is a little anticlimactic.
Yeah. Is there a third book coming out?
The third book is right back there. You can't see it, but it's
okay. So there is a third book that's like out.
Yeah, the third book came out earlier this year.
Okay.
It's Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing it. Okay, so I need to grab that one because I think honestly, I'm going to like them.
Yeah.
Like I don't see. There's not really any reason why I would not like them, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'll put that on the Barnes and Noble list to buy because I have some credits.
They look so cute all together like that. Look at that.
Oh, I love that. I love the pink on the third one.
Yeah. Anyway, oh, that's a yawn. Anyways, that's not the book I'm reading. This is the book I'm reading. Anyways, it's really good. I feel like, because like it's in character for who's doing the very end of this book. But it's one of those things that I'm like, this feels a little bit like lazy writing, but also like the climax, like the important, like most important part had already happened. So anyways, but let's see how everyone else did. We have Capricia. Hey, welcome, Capricia. How are you today? I just got out of work. We'll be reading Crank by Ellen Hopkins. How is that series? I've considered, because she's got several books on Florida. I don't know about other states, but she's got several books on Florida's banned books list. So yeah, I have considered reading them.
So I read them like when I was younger. You know, it was one of those things that I rebelled and I, you know.
I think they were a touch after my time, right?
I rebelled against my evangelical Catholic upbringing. They're all about like drugs and
Yeah, I know they're about drugs. I think one of them involves schizophrenia, and I don't know how well that's been depicted.
I don't remember how well it was depicted because I read them a million years ago. But I know like some of them are about like
Back in the Cretaceous.
yeah, some of them are like drugs, some of them are mental health, some of them are, you know what I mean? If I remember correctly, they're all written in verse.
Oh, well, that'll make them quick at least. There is that. So, but yeah. Okay, Ro had to head out. Thanks for the 24 hours. I sprinted for 10 of them. Very nice. I sprinted for, 8 of them?
Something like that.
Oh, God. I ended up with an allergic reaction to something, so handling that, maybe the AC. We'll wait until tomorrow or another day. I feel that. I have to, I'm allergic to cleaning because dust triggers my allergies really badly. So if I'm going to do anything that involves a lot of dust, like cleaning out from underneath stuff, I have to, that's part of why sometimes it gets so bad. I have to plan it very carefully for when I don't have anything else that I need to do, because it'll take me out. Like I'll fully I don't think people understand how exhausting having your immune system go haywire can be.
I do. Every time.
Yep. Just like,
and it's 10, do not recommend.
It's so stupid too, because it's like my eyes are just itchy. This should not be so draining. I should be able to rinse them out and go about my day. But no, my body is like, no, now we're gonna feel like we've run a marathon.
Right. Now we're gonna feel like we did something. So
yeah. We're gonna act like you just went through boot camp, but you're gonna be watery-eyed and crying, and you won't be able to see hardly.
Right.
Anyways, no, allergies are the worst, man. They legitimately will like wreck your entire day. So yeah, if I have to be on camera, I don't do any cleaning the day before. No dusting, none of that. Speaking of, Julie says, hey friends, I napped too hard after my errands and missed sprints. It happens.
That's fair. Also,
I napped too hard after Baldur's Gate last night.
I feel like I say this every month, but like I cannot believe it's June already. Like, where did May go? I mean, I know where it went for me, like personally.
May kind of was a haze for me.
But so, like, especially the last like 15 days have just been like, I don't know where they went.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I had just a lot of days go missing. Yeah, add autoimmune diseases plural to allergies, all the immune problems at once. It's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, it is.
Immune systems should not be this exhausting. Like, am I actually sick? No, then calm the fuck down, my dude. It's always fun to like have to explain to people the difference between like an intolerance and an allergy. And for them to go, I'm sure, no, like, no, I don't think you understand. My body has decided that peanuts are a biohazard.
They're literally going to kill me. So,
but yeah. Anyways, okay, I hope that. Yes, was it a refreshing nap, Julie? Did you enjoy your nap? Did you have a good one? I explain my immune system as the Incredible Hulk, super strong, but so much. That's actually a really good analogy, though. Right? Because, like if your immune system is being used, it is taking so, like, it's going to drain you. It's like your phone playing, like, it's how long your phone will, if you only use your phone for a phone versus if you are using your phone to watch videos all day. Right? It was a good nap, Julie says. Fantastic. What are you currently reading, Julie? I was asleep.
Yeah,
I don't know
reading.
if you caught the beginning of Sprints, Neva, because you were at the doctor's office, but I definitely went to like when I got off Sprints yesterday.
Yeah.
I went to like save, like finish something up in Baldur's Gate and then like save it. And then I sat down to do that, and then it was 3 a.m. because I decided I wanted to start a new game. Because apparently that's what I do. So I have like 6 games going in Baldur's Gate now, which is fine. That is good. Oh, excuse me. You were reading Kate Daniels' Magic Break number 6, I think. I need to read Kate Daniels. Hold on. Do I feel like I know this author. Okay. Yeah. These are the Alona Andrews books. I know these books because you've talked about them. I need to read these. They look very interesting and very good. Is it a completed series, Julie? Because like there's nothing I hate more than having a series that you start and then the author doesn't finish it. Unless it's George R. R. Martin, I feel like we give that man a break. He's old. I feel a little bad for him because like he's got so much going on. He's old and he's dealing with writer's block. So like
right. Leave George R. R. Martin alone.
Yeah. Like I don't think people understand that like not every like just because the book every year, a book every 2 years model is normal, that not every author, not every writer's process strives
like
under that. Yeah. So, but capitalism wants them to because they want that book every couple of years.
Right.
So. A friend who's a big Alona Andrews fan drove me to the hospital yesterday. Her favorites are the sweep ones. Green Riders every 4 years. Such a fun series, though. Yeah, I just, let writers have the time they need to write their books. I think that's a big problem in the, I don't know if it's as big a problem now as it was, but I know that was a big problem in the manga community as well, with like mangakas needing way more time than they were being given. Let's see. We talked about it yesterday, and apparently there's a free serialized story on the author's website. It is completed. I've started recommending starting Kate Daniels at the 3rd book. The first 2 are just Julie. I don't think you know me if you think that I would skip the first 2 books.
I mean, but I think also me personally, like I'm more apt to go into a book series if I'm told that, hey, yes, it's 15 books, but if you can get to book 3, like I'm more apt to like power through the first 2. Mm-hmm. Now, if you tell me that it's a 4-book series, it doesn't get good until book 3, I'm not reading it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's 8 books, I believe.
But if it's only going to take me like a couple of books and it's a larger series, then okay.
Yeah. No, what? No, like, listen, if I could deal, I'm such a completionist that like even though people were like, yeah, you don't need to start watching Vox Machina campaign until the Briarwoods arc. They're like, you can just skip that. I was like, I'm going to go watch the beginning though. When they have the terrible sound or terrible audio and video and the problem player who was probably fine in a home game but was not ready, like just was not built to have an audience. So like if I can suffer through that, I can make it through anything. Yeah, Alona Andrews releases a lot of extra content and serialized versions of their stories. I was literally just thinking about this, like serialized stories, and the fact that like part of why Dickens, like certain authors are so chunky, their books are so chunky, is because I figured you would say that, but I thought I would throw it out. Listen, I still, even if there are a lot fewer gems at the beginning of something, I still want to find all of the gems, right?
That's how I am too. Like, I still need to know what is happening. That's why, like, it's taken me so long to read. What was the King of Sin series by Anna Wong? Because I want to read it, but the problem is, like, I'm not sure. The people that I know that love that series have said that it's much stronger than the Twisted series. And I had issues with the Twisted series because you had to get through the first like 2 or 3 books before it became like enjoyable. And so it like put me off from it. But then last year when Aoife and I were going to do Goodreads videos, which we didn't do, one of the finalists was like the 4th book in that series. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to rush through the first 3 books to get to the 4th book when I've been like waiting to read the series anyway.
I feel like that's a situation where you just go, I'm not reading that one. Right?
Yeah, which, I mean, we ended up just not doing the video at all because we tried to read a bunch of the finalists and none of them were really hits.
Oh, no.
That voted.
We have shit to talk about in that case. I was just talking with Rachel about a book she's reading, and she's like, yeah, I feel like this is going to be mid. And I was like, kind of is a mid book.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Goodreads Choice Awards, but for 2025, but I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna wait. Like, my video will come out after everybody else's because I'm gonna wait until I actually have the finalists, and then take because I have a sheet, like a layout in my journal for it. I'm gonna put all the finalist books into that layout, and then I'm going to decide which genres I actually want to read. Like, I'm not gonna force myself to read anything that doesn't look actually interesting to me. But I will read whatever finalists are in, say, like romance or fantasy or whatever, if I haven't already read them, and then decide if I feel like there was a book that should have won instead.
Nice. I'm trying to get set up so that I am not doing YA fantasy because, like, I feel like it's going to be, there's at least 2 series in there that I'm like, I'm not reading the next book. I'm done with this series. I'm done with it. It's not happening. Like, one of them I've officially DNF'd the series. The other one I haven't officially DNF'd the series because I haven't finished the book. But I'm still like, I think I might. I think I'm going to. So, anyways. But we are nearing the 7 o'clock mark. Do you have anything that you would like to plug for your channel? I'm dropping things. It's fine. Anything coming up recently? Anything that just came out?
I have the Patreon watch along tonight at set like in an hour.
Okay.
I do have that.
I'm
actually contemplating canceling it because I'm so tired. I'll fall asleep, I think.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the Patreon watch along because there's a few people in here that are on my Patreon. So I'm going to move it to next week instead. Because I think I underestimated how tired I would be at the end of 24 Hours Friends. Yeah. Because in my head, I was like, oh, that's fine. I can just like veg out or whatever. But I think we're not going to do it.
It doesn't help that you've only got like an hour to kind of recoup.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I'm going to go change it in the Patreon. So like everybody's going to get a notification that's been changed. But then my TBRs will go up tomorrow. And then I have my weekly, whatever it's called, Book and Coffee Chat coming out on Tuesday. But I think that's it because I need to edit the Plan With Me and the journal flip through. So I don't know. They'll come out sometime this week. I just don't know what days.
Nice. So you guys have that to look forward to from Neva. I just posted my most anticipated books for this next season, the summer. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'm talking about quite a few that I'm very excited about. Neva is linked down below in the description box, along with other places that you can find me. And what do you have? Do we have the dates for next? Are we doing next month?
We are doing next month. Give me 1
second. Do we have the dates for the next 24 hours then?
Yes, because I have the spreadsheet right here. So for June, We will be doing them on the 27th, 28th, which I believe is the weekend after, or maybe 2 weekends after. I don't know. It's after Brian, the thing for Tar.
Okay.
The weekend
Beautiful.
for Tar. I don't have, well, hold on. I have a calendar on my
It's
phone.
usually the second weekend, like halfway through.
Yeah, so we'll have Brianna's, what did I say, 27th, 28th. So it'll be not that next weekend, but the weekend after. So so basically there will be like the
It'll be the last weekend of June.
yeah, last week of June. Thank you, Jesus. My brain is fried. Okay. But yeah, 27, 28. The only month that I know we will not for sure we will not have 24-hour sprints is December. I did not schedule any for December at all because Christmas and all that, you know.
It's too much.
But every other month I have them set up already.
Nice. Well, that was it. Thank you everyone for joining us for this 24 hours. And I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye.